Hello loves, welcome back to Off the Tarot Table in here, and for today's video, this is something that's a collection that I have posted on Instagram and something that I have been excited to check as well for quite some time. But you guys, I have the Skin Veil collection in here from Strokes Beauty. The first time I saw this collection and see like, oh, Skin Veil, I'm like, that's what I want. I have the full collection in here. It's so funny how like the only thing that I didn't buy from the collection was the compact mirror, and somehow they have given it to me as a free gift. So I have the full collection. I opened my package and it has a leaflet on it. Unveil your best skin yet. And that name, like Skin Veil, I just gravitate towards it. Veil my skin. We have the leaflet in here. It has this heart on the cover, which she is so freaking pretty in this cover. Introducing a collection of makeup skincare hybrid base products, which that is what is also what has called out to me. Makeup and skincare? Sign me up. The more I age, the more I want benefits in my makeup products, so I don't like just putting on makeup and not, like, my skin is not benefiting from any of it. Let's start with our face. I have moisturized and everything, but stuck my hair on the back. I just got back from vacation, so I'm a little bit tan. I'm hoping that the things that I bought will not be too light for me, because I got this collection before I have my vacation, which is probably not the best idea. I'm gonna start with the UV Veil Priming Sunscreen, which this has SPF 35. It has niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, aloe vera, and cucumber extract, which I love hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. That is something that I use on my skin every single day. And the fact that this is also a sunscreen, it's a velvet primer, I am sold on this one. They have 3 shades. They have Milk for universal skin. I have Rosette in here, which is for fair and light skin. And they have Apricot for medium and deep skin. I have some breakouts on my skin, which is annoying. Let's just go directly on the skin, why not? This is very, like, I don't know how much to put in here, but I'm just winging it out. They have brushes in here too, which we're gonna go in the brushes later. But here are the 4 brushes that they've launched. They have like a powder brush, like a foundation brush, a blending brush in here. I'm gonna use the what do you call this? Freaking from Vice Cosmetics. The Endless G. What is this called? The Endless G Perfection Sponge. It's in front of me too. Like, that's crazy. This is non-greasy, oil-free, minimize pores and fine lines, leaves a smooth canvas and a velvet finish. So far, it is not oily. Like, I'm really feeling that. Minimizing pores, I am, to be honest, like right now, I'm not seeing my pores being minimized and fine lines. So, just being transparent with you, like, I have like a lot of pores in my T-zone, and I'm still seeing all of the pores, and yeah. Leaves a smooth canvas. I feel like it is really smooth. It does have a velvety finish. It is non-greasy, which is really, really good as well. So let's move on to our foundation. When I saw this on TikTok, I was so excited because this looks super duper cute. This is called the Soft Veil Filter Foundation oil-free, soft matte liquid foundation. It says in here that it's breathable, lightweight, skin blurring liquid foundation, second skin filter, medium to full coverage, and has a soft matte finish. They have 6 shades. This also has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, which again, thank goodness for hyaluronic acid. And we do have a foundation brush, okay? Like, this is the foundation brush that they have. I have washed it and everything. We'll try it. This is relatively smaller than this brush, and this is something that I use for every day. The same with OVW. I feel like this is good for concealer, but they do have a concealer brush in here. But yeah, I feel like this will be perfect for concealer or contouring. I'm so excited for this. Like, moment I see it, I'm like, I want that. It has a pump and everything. The cap closes like that, and it really, I feel like it will look good on your vanity too. Let's pump this on the back of my hand. Oh, it is not liquidy, as you can see. It is very thick. I'll use a sponge on this side of my face just because, and then we're gonna use the foundation brush on the other half of our face. But Jesus, I feel like that will be like light for me. Oh, I want to see too if this product will play well on their own primer. I should have gotten like a medium one. Here's the foundation on this side using the sponge. Using the sponge, you can build it up to medium. I wouldn't say you can build it up to full because I can still see some discolorations and some pimple marks that is peeking through, especially like right there. There's still like a shine on my face, so it's definitely a soft matte in here. Use their foundation brush on the other side, and let's see how it differs. I've been enjoying putting or using foundation brush, or like using brushes to blend my foundation nowadays. It blends better. Not just that, I feel like it is more skin-like if you use a brush. Using the brush, it definitely looks more like skin than the sponge side. I was skeptical of the brush, but so far I am liking how the brush side looks. I am not anymore a heavy foundation girly. As you've seen, I feel like I've used 2 pumps. Like 2 pumps of the foundation, it already covered my face. Yeah, so far the products play nicely together, which that's what I want. What I'll say though is if you have like really dry skin, if you want to try out this product, you should heavily moisturize, because even though it is a soft matte, so it doesn't feel sticky or greasy, so I'm good with that. It does really look good on the skin, especially using the brush. But we have in here the spot veil corrector and the spot veil concealer. This has caffeine, which will be really good towards your under eyes. It has hyaluronic acid and also vitamin E. It says in here, long-lasting, sweat-proof, buildable, lightweight, neutralizes skin discolorations, which that's what a corrector is for. It has a flawless velvet matte finish. And the spot veil concealer is the same. It says in here a do-it-all cover, and it has like, it can cover up tattoos. I don't have any tattoos, but that is really cool. Before we put the concealer on, let's put the spot veil corrector in our under eyes. So I'm gonna use a little bit to just, I do that because I have darkness in there too. So we're gonna use the sponge. I know they have a brush, but I'm gonna use the sponge first for this corrector. What I'll say is that you need to blend this fast because it does dry out fast. Now I'm nervous for the other one, but look how brightened that made my eye. The corrector corrects. Let's move on to the Spot Veil Concealer, again in Light 02. Could be the same as our foundation color in here. I'm gonna put it all of the ways that we should highlight our face, that's what I do. We can use the brush, but it's so small. Like this is their concealer brush. It's just that I'm impatient. Yeah, it's so small. Some people will not have a problem with this. I just think that's just a problem for me that it is small. I don't know if I put a lot of concealer on or it's the brush that is blending it out too thick. Let's try and blend this other one with the sponge and see how it looks like. There's too many creases already on my under eye and I'm not liking that. The sponge is 100 times better. The sponge side doesn't look as cakey as the other one. That is it. So that is the skin right there. The concealer can be a little bit drying. It is clinging to some of my dry patches. You really have to blend things fast in here when you do use it. But let's move on to our next product in here, which I have the Perfect Veil Setting Powder in here, which it also has 3 setting shades. We have the clear, again, for universal skin. We have the rose for fair and light skin, and the apricot for medium and deep skin. Hyaluronic, mother of pearl, and squalene is very good for the skin in here. It is mattifying and blurring. I feel like all of these things are mattifying and blurring. So it has like a puff in here. I like when powders have puffs. Let's use the puff. I'm gonna use it first on my under eye in here. Put it all over the face. So I have powdered up my whole face in here. I like the powder. It is very blurring. But again, just be cautious because it will accentuate the dry patches if you have dry patches on your skin like I do. But so far, it is very matte, which I'm not used to it being very matte in here. But so far, it looks nice. It feels comfortable on the skin. It doesn't feel like I have a lot of things on, which that is my gripe with foundations nowadays. I'm not a huge foundation girly anymore, especially if the foundations are too heavy on the skin. I just feel like it clogs up my pores. The last product that I have right here from the Skin Veil collection before we wrap it up is we have in here the Strokes Veil Cooling Setting Mist. I have hair. So this is a setting and fixing spray. It says in here that it's revitalizing, skin hydrating, freezes skin surface. That's new. Extends makeup wear for up to 12 hours, suitable for delicate and sensitive skin. Melts makeup into a perfect blend. Reapply anytime as needed. Prevents oiliness. Again, this could be a mattifying thing. I love that it's a cooling setting mist, so let's try it out. First of all, let's try the spray. Ooh. That's like a nice spray in there. So it smells really good. You can see the droplets on your face, but so far it does remove that cakey look on your face, which that's really nice. Yeah, I love that setting spray. It is cooling. There's like a cooling sensation for it when you spray it. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and then I will come back to say my final thoughts. So I'll be right back. So here's the rest of the face done. I just did a very simple look because after this I'm gonna be removing all of this and then going to bed. So far this is just like a first impressions. The more that I build my makeup on, I just have blush on today, but I feel like the more you build up powder on the products, if you have dry skin, it will accentuate every dry patch, dry skin. It does accentuate it on my face, especially when I look in the mirror, like especially on this part right here. My T-zone in general, I am not loving. It is what it is. It's my skin. I'm gonna try the Veil Priming Sunscreen more. I love that it's lightweight. It didn't really minimize my pores, and it has a good SPF, so I will continue to try these. The foundation, I'll say that I love it, especially if you have or if you want like your skin but better type of look. It is not very thick, which I feel like I'm gonna be using this all the time. The concealers, the color corrector, I like because it really minimized the dark circles that I have. But again, it is very drying, especially for my skin. It could be very drying if you have dry skin, like really dry skin. Like I said, I have combo skin and it feels already dry to me. So this is something that you really do have. Again, you have to have like a good base. The powder I really love, okay? This is something that also I will be using all of the time. And I love that this is very compact. I love the Skin Veil Cooling Mist especially. I feel like this is something that I will be reaching for. It is really cooling on your face. It removes or it minimizes that cakey look if you have over powdered. I love that you can reapply this every moment of the day if you want to, and it really does cool your face. For the brushes, so far I've used 2 of them. The concealer brush I am not so sure about. The concealer brush for me, it's a little bit small. It could just be me being impatient. I will not use it for concealer. The foundation brush, and surprised again that I liked it. I actually liked it. It really distributes the product very well. This is a powder detailing brush, which if you want to powder on this like little areas of your face, like the T-zone, this is something that you could use. But honestly, I used this as a huge eyeshadow blender today, which that works quite well too. I actually love this for that. This one I am stoked about. Like, this is such a huge brush in here. I haven't used this one just yet. This is like for powder, but this is really nice for bronzer too, like all over bronzer, just because of the size of this. Yeah, the brushes feels really sturdy. They feel very luxurious. They don't feel cheap at all, so I'm really loving that. The quality of this mirror too is really nice. That is the whole collection right there. Really love this collection. There's a lot of things that I think like slightly didn't work, but so far love the collection. I have missed making these types of videos, just chill reviewing makeup products in here. There's a lot of things on the line that I want to review, so be sure to subscribe in there, be part of this community right here. We're gonna figure out what our community is gonna be called. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So love and light to you guys.